How you doing, everyone? Josh the Collector Guy. Hope you all had an awesome week this week, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're able to find some great additions to your collection this week. Everyone, hope you had an awesome week. Well, I've got a convoy of awesome things to share with you this week, everyone. As you can see, got a big lot of Matchbox here, purchased off Gumtree. I'll get to them much later. Lots of awesome castings in there. Got these two little Matchbox Lesnies from the flea market. I'll get to them a little bit later as well. And some awesome finds off my mad mate, including one of my most wanted Hot Wheels I've wanted in the packet, the Super Scraper, the good old Real Riders from the 80s. I'll get to that much later. But first up, start off with all this big lot of Matchbox I purchased off Gumtree. It's sort of like eBay, this site, but instead of them sending it to you, you pretty much go to them, pay for it, that sort of stuff anyway. But I'm not going to go through every single vehicle. But these are all Matchbox. They're all made in Macau, and I think some of them are made in China. I think a lot of them, or most of them, are from at least the 80s or 90s, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, there's some pretty cool ones in the mix here. Old Pontiac's upside down here. That Ferrari's pretty cool looking. Old Escort. Some fire trucks there. Cosmic Blues there. That one's pretty cool. Love that. Old race car there. I think that's a Dodge. Another Escort there. Had this one when I was a kid, and this one is pretty darn mint, this old Ford Hot Rod, and I've got the comparison here of the one I had as a kid. So how do you like that? I know when I first got it anyway, it was already a bit beaten up, but I think I put the icing on the cake. What do you reckon? Pretty cool to see how the car used to look and how the car ended up being it once it got into my hands, so I thought that was pretty cool. That this one was a part of the lot. Had lots of fun with the other one, as you can see, when I was a kid. Old Chevy Stocker there. Needed this one. Needed a mint version of it, so that's awesome. A Fiero with them old laser wheels, I believe they're called. I'm pretty sure they're out in the 80s. Tough looking Peterbilt truck there. Don't think I got that blue stripe colour variation, so that's awesome to have. For some reason I thought that was a John Deere vehicle, so that was, but it's not, it's a forestry truck, so that was a bit unusual. I thought it was that. Pretty cool trike. I know Dad's already got his hand up for that one, so that's pretty cool. Another camper truck there, some construction vehicles. Love this old Range Rover here, that's very awesome. Love the look of that. Double decker bus, another one of the trucks, and an MR2. But as you can see, the case I got it in is in pretty darn good condition, made in England as well. I've never seen anything like this before, this sort of case, to like this big anyway. Not from Hot Wheels and not even from Matchbox, so I reckon it's pretty cool. And as you can see from the tray sizes, it looks like it carries the Convoy series of trucks from Matchbox, of course, so that was an awesome find. I was so happy to find something like that, and something so unusual like that, like the case is. So different to your usual Hot Wheels cases where they're just for the little cars, so that's an awesome addition to my ever-growing collection. Continuing on with the vintage Matchbox, got two old Lesnies here, picked up from the flea market, got them for a pretty good price. This is like an old Ford Can-Am race car. Love the old Can-Am race cars. She's a bit of a beater, but very nice indeed. Very cool looking car. Very aerodynamic. And I know it says 1969 under there. I know it's probably not the year this car was from, but just to think how the Hot Wheels looked in 69, how the Matchbox looked in 69, there's a dramatic difference between the two. Absolutely amazing. Continuing on with a race car theme, another one here looks like an old F1 car, probably from the mid-70s or something, so that's pretty cool, very nice indeed. He's had a bit of an accident, all these wheels have been up, but that's still a very cool looking car, absolutely love it. And to the stuff off my man mate, he was very generous yet again, my man mate, gave me some absolutely awesome deals as he always does. As you can see, some awesome carded stuff there, I'll get to that in a sec. Start off with another Matchbox. Gee, it's Matchbox week. Got this is a Renault, I believe. I don't know what it is about this car, but I absolutely love it. It's such a cool looking little car. Looks like a little sort of, you can do it up as a little race car and look really cool, or even put a big Chev engine in it and it'd be a tough little drag car. But that's my opinion anyway. It's a very cool little car, opening back boot there, as you can see. Very cool little feature. Surprisingly, it's plastic though, and a trailer hitch on the back there. I reckon that's pretty cool. Alright, to some Hot Wheels now. I've got a little Chevy Citation here. I don't think I have this loose. If I do, I haven't found it yet. I've got 2 carded, so it's cool to have 1 loose as well. I'd like to find the French version of this one, but I think that's going to be a bit hard to find. 2 awesome, as I said, Can-Am race cars here. The 2 Porsches. I love the Can-Am race cars. Such awesome designs they had back then. Absolutely amazing what those machines could do. So I believe this is, I think it's the rose red version of this Porsche. But as always, the windshield there at the back always seems to be missing, like on this one there, and I'm pretty sure I have another one of these cars with it missing. Absolutely love it. This one's a USA, and as you could probably see from this one's a Hong Kong, you could probably see there's already a dramatic difference between the two as I sort of turn the car around. I know there's something wrong with the windshield there. As you can see, it's probably not put into place. That's a bit unusual anyway. But yeah, from the engine details on both the cars to the bases and even the sides of the cars, there's a lot of differences between the 2 countries where they were manufactured, from Hong Kong and USA. So they're cool. These old Porsches, glad to add them to the collection. And this one here, the old Torino Stocker, the Redlines, quite a pricey car in mint, but I got this for an absolute steal off my mad mate. Done me an awesome deal on this one. Glad to have the Redline version. I got the Blackwall version tucked away in one of my cases, but it's good to have both the wheel variations of it now. Very cool. Love the stock cars what Hot Wheels produce. Absolutely cool as. Now to some blue cards. As I always say, my favourite era of Hot Wheels. I think everyone knows that by now. Had to pick up these Pontiac Salsas. Just such an oddball, unusual little car. But there's something weird on this Pontiac what stunned me a bit. As you can see, the front windscreens on the 2 are not clear plastic. It's just been painted in sparkly paint. But the funny thing is, at the back they cut a hole for the back bit. I don't know who's going to look out there. I thought that was quite unusual. I believe these 2 are made for the Demolition Man movie. As you can see, 2 different wheel variations as well. There's a 3rd one with orange wheels, I believe. I'd be keen to find that one. But they're very cool. I love my blue cards, and even better when it's a GM vehicle. Absolutely cool as. Now we're getting to even more some awesome Hot Wheels over here. Got the old fire engine, the old fire eater. Got this on another card variation. I got the blue card. I got it in the Maybe Toys box. Now I got it on the classical. I think this is an 80s or 70s card, excuse me, so I think it'd be 80s anyway. Pretty cool to see how the previous collector marked off his cars. Very cool indeed. She's a bit tattered and torn on the edges and everything, but that does not bother me in the slightest. It just gives character to the car. I absolutely love it. And I love the truck as well, excuse me. One of my favourite castings. Remember it as a kid as well. Absolutely cool as. And as I always say, love the card art. Another one, actually I didn't mention this, another one of the cars I would have loved to have had on the card. Now I finally have it, the old GMC motorhome. Very cool bus. I love my GMC stuff as well. Of course it's GM related. Pretty good condition considering the age. This is early 80s, all these ones anyway, so that's pretty cool. Really nice green colour. I have a few of these loose actually. I think I've got at least 3 or 4 loose, but not one carded, so awesome to add that into the collection. And now to the piece de resistance, the Super Scraper. I know it's grey hubs, they probably aren't as probably more sought after as the white hubs ones, but it doesn't bother me really. I'm just super glad to have one carded. I love the old Super Scrapers, Byway-Mans, Power Plows, love them because it's a Chev truck. Absolutely cool as. Probably one of my all-time favourite Chevy and Hot Wheels castings. It's just very sad though that they do not produce this car anymore. As you can see, the awesome card art on the back, 1982, 83 I would say, so that's very cool indeed. What an absolute bargain the previous collectors got it for, 88 cents. What a bargain, just to think it's increased in value all over these years. Absolutely cool as. Well, that's the haul for the week. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, Got lots of awesome finds I shared with you all. I hope you enjoyed, everyone. Well, that's it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed, as I just said. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you, subscribers, passers-by. Thank you for commenting, subscribing, liking, whatever. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Well, that's it, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. And remember, as always, everyone, happy hunting. Keep the hobby strong. See you later, everyone. Have an awesome week.